Season's over, boys.
I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now.
Alright, y'all, I'm about to get off here, man. I gotta go get to class.
Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle of my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my. Ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Wow.
Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never helped your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Look in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, it's a large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs in 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa.
Sharif
Big, like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, I had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small.
Big bank, tight, low bank.
What's up, Brief?
Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
She said, what you gon' do if I leave? I said, I'ma do me. B.I.G. Everything zoomed in.
He's 12-1, I think.
Like I'm moving in. Got my foot in the door and we still here. I'm a first generation millionaire. I broke the curse of my family not having. I'm passionate like us after more than just cashing. Feed me to the wolves, now I lead the packing. You boys all cap, I'm more Colin Kaepernick. I'm rare as affordable healthcare. Or going to wealth from welfare. I turn my W's to those. I might buy a red bottoms with the crypto. 3 coins, that'll pay your whole semester. But you gotta bet.
Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Back again, back to back, made back, stacked it. I miss Slim Shady, the M. Once he black, he'll be back again. Tell him that it's crunch time abdomen. Yes, I caught Mad Chanel and Mad Javin. She did it again, imagine them. About to make these bums mad again. Uh-oh. Back to them. I lead the pack, so my back's to them. Yup, the queen's back, what's happening? Rerun, about to make these rap again. Diamond chains on my ankle. Young money in the cut like a tell tip, rubber bands on my bankroll. Show my like a
big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy. Type of money you gon' need to sight. The type of money you gon' need to buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low buy. Big bank, tight, low buy.
Why don't you just draft another quarterback? Just let him go to the free agency.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my
on my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting out while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros.
don't you run out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a these models are it's poppin', I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine. Ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I would never ever fall.
Feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah.
Shorty ought to been my me. Ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. This will be taken in at the 1. Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Detroit! Hot!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Leopard! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a carry for Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Gun!
Back to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Sounds like somebody's vacuuming or some shit.
As he gets this one away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Left.
Now a handoff looking right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long... He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4.
Why?
It'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. 39. Lucky 56. Gun. Leopard.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
R3. Or like, tap it. R1.
Gone! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Over! Gone!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gone! All right, now, Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. From his end zone, Mahomes on 3rd and long. He's going to rifle, looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Watch it now, Barney!
On the toss, Bernard. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Back to throw. Buying time is left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Now a toss play. Bernard. He had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal,
and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos are in for 6. 4th and goal, Charles. All the time you see those offenses, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being confident.
Mahomes, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to look deep for Watkins, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Underneath, this is Bernard. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll set up to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully take the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down.
Rafe is pretty good, okay, bro? Come on.
Mahomes now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Here we go.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Mahomes now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. That goes for a gain of 31.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Runs through the contact, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Sanders, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Yo, did Ant give Botch the forced win, or was that just his
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Left, 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 left. Slow.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Butker now to kick this one away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic.
Next season,
that also doesn't
you're
mean you just do it
bound,
the
bro.
same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now back to throw. That's complete. Bernard.
Oh,
and he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. They'll run it here with Brown. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set them up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Yeah, but you're Reeve.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
This is taken at the 18. Welcome back now to Denver as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue landed!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping
yeah,
for
come on, Reese. Don't kill your players on the field. That's not very nice.
In stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I never called no huddle
here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Over the middle, open is Thomas. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Oh, that's
nice
why his
job
fucking
defensively to
punts
get
are so
to him
good,
and keep
because he
him
has
short of the
fucking
first.
Marquise King.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Please.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it.
Dude, why is he not blocked?
Take him down.
Come on, man.
In there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack.
He said he texted Mitch, and he's like 1-6-0 with 3 laughing emojis.
Now Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Green, 39. Left, left.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh my God, he just went for the body, bro. What the hell?
The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to find Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he puts it through. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up
It'll be easier to build players.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only
Yeah,
netted
you
him
were
3.
definitely bitching.
2nd and 7.
I know, bro. I'm kidding, yo. I'm kidding, bro.
They'll set up a throw. He drops it off for Bernard.
It's because Rude.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Got a man open in Sutton. And he's
not
even going to come close.
Let's
Big
go.
loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Bless me, bro. Bless.
Trying to erase that
Bless
deficit
you.
all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
Oh, my
Brought
God.
down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Sua Cravens in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Brashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one
Yeah,
more.
he did. He beat Ant.
Not done yet.
Like in a sim, I think. In a sim. I don't actually think he played. They played though. But and has two wins.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Who?
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly.
Detroit! Gun!
He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's brought down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dante Fowler in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I'm not replacing Mahomes.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Yes. Good pick. Good pick, baby. Yo, I just beat Ant. Let's go.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Kansas City, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop their 11th game now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo, so Perryman three receptions, 92 yards, 1 touchdown, Reef. And then Kelsey 5 receptions, 126 yards. That's true.